This is my first Wi-Fi battle. I am facing bobbybbob555 on YouTube. You could check out his videos, except he doesn't have any at this point, I don't think. He might have like one. Like I have two now, including this one. Okay, with the battle, he starts out with Absol and Arceus. I start out with Heracross and Absol. Absol, unfortunately, have rather poor defenses, and since this wasn't a choice banded or choice scarfed Absol, I was going for I think I was going for a Swords Dance there, but so I could power it up, but nothing ever came of it. Luckily, his Absol falls the same way, and I know for a fact that both of these Pokemon know Perish Song for no good reason. So he sends out his Torterra, which I know almost nothing about its moves. It's actually clearly hacked because it has a Great Ball instead of a normal Pokeball. But my Alakazam right here shows its worth because it takes out more than half of the HP of Arceus and survives a Judgment, both of which I think are due to the fact that Arceus has no EVs whatsoever, or if it does, they're not spread out correctly. And my Heracross once again gets another one-hit KO, and my Alakazam also I think my Alakazam did that because it has Choice Specs, which jack up its special attack at the cost of it can only use Psychic until I switch it out. So now he sends in Darkrai, which turns out to be the bane of my existence because of Dark Void, which you'll see soon, after my Alakazam faints his Arceus, making it for 3 Pokemon fainted, and me at 1. Once Dark Void comes into play, I'm pretty much screwed because my Alakazam is asleep and will die due to bad dreams, and Bombshell is asleep and can't do anything, like use Mega Horn to faint Darkrai. So Aberon faints due to the annoyance that is bad dreams, and my Heracross survives because it was at full HP. And now he sends out Charizard, which is shiny. And I decided to send out Airazor because I thought she would be fast enough to take down Darkrai and Charizard. Her Intimidate doesn't really come into play much because both of those are special-based Pokemon. I think it helped because Charizard used Fly later on, but it didn't really do much good. And Airazor fell asleep before she could do anything useful, so she's not going to be very powerful, very helpful right now. Bombshell's still asleep. And Charizard uses Heat Wave, which does a lot more damage than I expected to Airazor. She loses more than half her hit points. Way more than half. And it does less damage than I expected to Bombshell, because it leaves him with enough hit points to survive suffering bad dreams. So he's left with like 2 hit points, or 1, or something like that. And Darkrai uses Dream Eater, which faints Airazor, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. Well, really annoying, because Airazor fainted, dang. And Bombshell once again doesn't wake up, leaving Flamethrower to finish him off. I was kind of hoping that he would have woken up right then, just to save my butt from Darkrai, but no dice, he couldn't survive. So now I send out Lorelei, my Frostlass, who's an attacking-based Frostlass, and Blaze, my Typhlosion. Lorelei's used Hail here because I was thinking that I could survive without falling asleep from Dark Void, and then use Blizzard next turn with a guaranteed hit, and boosted power a little bit, but Lorelei fell asleep, but somehow Blaze avoided it, and absolutely does a ton of damage on Darkrai with Flamethrower. I mean, I know that Typhlosion are not, they're either NU or UU, I can't remember, but that did a ton of damage to Darkrai. Didn't faint it, unfortunately. And then Charizard uses Heat Wave again, which ends up fainting Lorelei. And then Blaze takes more damage than I would have liked from that. And then the hail keeps coming down, which hurts Darkrai even more, hurts Charizard a little bit, and hurts Blaze even more. I think it's about time. I think I can mention right now that this team I'm using was the team I used against the Elite Four. I think this was actually before I faced the Elite Four. I can't remember. And I used Swift here because I didn't think he'd switch out. And I also thought it would faint Darkrai. But nope, he switches in for Giratina, which basically renders Swift useless because it does almost 0 damage to Charizard. And then the hail keeps coming down and hurting all of our Pokemon. And Lava Plume, I don't know why I did that. I should have just used Flamethrower targeting Giratina there, because that would have done a little bit more damage. And this is where Air Razor might have helped a little bit, because Fly would have done a little bit more damage if Charizard weren't intimidated. Hail keeps falling, keeps hurting our Pokés, and this is where, Flamethrower here does quite a bit of damage. Enough damage so that, look at that, into the red zone, but that was enough damage that if I had survived this turn, that Charizard would have fainted due to hail next turn. But unfortunately, Giratina and its Shadow Force are too strong, and Blaze goes down. The only one of my Pokemon that didn't fall asleep, other than my Absol, which didn't have time to fall asleep. Ow, that's bright. So, unfortunately I lost, and good game, and really that's all I have to say, other than I hate Darkrai, and I hope that I can make more Wi-Fi Battle videos, and actually do other things with this YouTube account, so I don't really feel like I'm just here to loll off of just having one video. So, see you later everybody, and anyone who actually watches this channel. Bye.